nobody. Sessions never should have recused himself, the president complains.
2 weeks, apparently.
Then the conversation takes a sinister turn. When Nixon came along, out of courtesy, the FBI started reporting to the Department of Justice. But the FBI person really reports directly to the President of the United States. He goes on. I could have ended the Flynn investigation just by saying they say it can't be obstruction because you can say it's ended, it's over, period. As is often the case, the president requires some correction. The director of the FBI reports directly to the Attorney General and has since the founding of the Bureau, it can be obstruction of justice if the president orders an investigation closed with a corrupt motive. But what strikes me about these comments is the president's view that the criminal justice system serves him and not the public. President Trump seems to believe that on a whim, he can bring pressure to bear on his enemies, dismiss charges against his allies, and insulate himself and his family from any consequence. I cannot overemphasize the danger of this perspective poses to our republic. And I've served on this committee long enough to remember another president who shared this view. I was myself on Richard Nixon's enemies list. And although we worked to hold that administration accountable, our work is not complete. We must all remember our common responsibility to prevent that kind of abuse from happening again. I will look to the Attorney General's partnership in this effort, but I've begun to worry about his resolve. Last night, in a letter sent by the department to Chairman Goodlatte, without so much as a copy to the ranking member, by the way, the Assistant Attorney General seems to leave the door open to appointing a new special counsel to cater to the president's political needs. The fact that this letter was sent to the majority without the customary and appropriate notice to me indicates that the charge given to the department officials to evaluate these issues has political motivations. Now, in his own words, the Attorney General is recused from any questions involving investigations that involve Secretary Clinton. Further, we cannot refer an investigation to a second counsel if we lack the evidence to predicate a criminal investigation in the first place. Virtually every Clinton-related matter that President Trump complains about has been well litigated, carefully examined, and completely debunked. Still, to quote former Attorney General Michael Mukasey, putting political opponents in jail for offenses committed in a political setting is something that we don't do here. The threat alone resembles, in his words, a banana republic. Finally, there is the matter of routine oversight between hearings. In the recent history of this committee, new attorneys generally usually come to see us within 2 or 3 months of taking office. No attorney general in recent memory has taken more than 6 months before making an appearance here. Attorney General Sessions has broken that norm. He has had more than 10 months to settle in, making our communications with the department between hearings that much more important. To date, my colleagues and I have sent more than 40 letters to the Trump administration asking for information necessary to carry out our oversight responsibilities. We have sent more than